I think that I am lucky that I kind of have an objective opinion, which, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
Listen, her ferry leaves in half an hour. You can make it if you hurry. I think Kevin and I both just know what works for us so well, and what we make each other laugh. So if we make something, and we're one of us laughs, then we're like, okay, that's funny.
Great. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Kevin? There's literally never been like I think it's funny and I don't think it's funny. It's always been like, well, I think it would be funnier if we did this.
Yes,
versus
it's always like
funnier
positive
if we did
feedback.
that. Yeah. When you say LOL, are you not really laughing out loud?
Not always, no.
Like, if I were to make a feature-length comedy, I think I would want it to be like airplane style. I'd want to be like throwing as much at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like joke, like absurd.
What's up, guys? We are back. We are back with another episode of the Breakthrough Podcast. In today's video, we've got your boy Ryan Jam, aka Ryan Jamison. Did I say this right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good enough. We'll get a second. But guys, thanks again, guys. If this is your first time subscribing, watching on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, make sure to join us. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. You know the drill, all that good stuff. Make sure to join us. But guys, let's just get into the actual thing. Ryan, how's it going, man? Like, it's so good to have you. Such a pleasure to have you, bro.
Good. Thank you very much for having me. Yeah,
I've been wanting to have you and Kev for a little while. There's so much to discuss, on your guys' journey. It's just so inspirational with the comedy stuff. But I know that you said you've been on a podcast not long ago.
Yeah, we did one podcast interview together, but this is my first ever filmed podcast.
Okay, right. So now this is filmed,
Yeah.
right? The other one was just like audio stuff, which is, this is
Cherry's
good.
popping today.
Nice. How do you, do you usually like listen to podcasts? Like, is that your thing or not?
I don't listen to a lot. I'm more of a watcher. I do like watching, filmed podcasts or, I do listen to like comedy themed podcasts sometimes. I really like the
Joe Rogan or whatever.
Not Joe Rogan, but I like David Spade and Dana Carvey's Fly on the Wall podcast. I'm a big like SNL fanatic.
SNL is great, man.
More just like kind of historically, just like I love listening to the people's stories about like what goes on behind the scenes there. I've probably read like every autobiography by an SNL cast member. I'm into the sketch comedy stuff, but no, usually I'm watching movies or shows or.
Makes sense. You're an actor as well, right? So
yes, sir.
That makes sense. Like if you're an actor, you obviously want to be, watching TV shows and movies whenever you can. Try to, keep that muscle under pressure. But man. So, we're gonna talk about the whole comedy with you and Kevin and the SPK stuff. But just before we do that, maybe like take us through like your beginning into acting, into comedy. Like, what were you like doing before? Like, I know you said like, you were watching SNL growing up and stuff like that, but did you do something more corporate or something? Did you have like a more of a standard, like, life path and then things happen and you moved into like the entertainment industry? Like, really give us like an overview, like your life leading into who you are today.
Sure. I've always just loved movies. It's been movies has been the big thing, the overarching
from the get-go.
From the get-go since I was a wee lad.
Love it. Okay.
And
OG.
I wanted to be an actor since I was a kid. I like acted in commercials when I was little. And then there was a pretty big break once I hit puberty there and wasn't a cute little guy anymore who could be cast in like, Uno commercials and stuff. But I was always making my own stuff. Yeah. I was always making my own stuff. And then I went to film school at CapU, the MOPA program.
Nice.
Shout out.
Yep.
And met some great people there and a lot of connections. And
right on.
Since then, just been kind of regularly making stuff and mostly acting in just my own stuff, but hoping to spread my wings a bit more and I've acted in a few other projects too, but
nice.
Then it turned into sketch comedy when I met you mentioned SPK, Smashed Potato Kids. Shout out to them.
SPKs. We want to have them sometime on. I was talking to Phil and the other guys, like It's just like a matter of time, but we're gonna have them at some point as well. They're great.
They're great. Yeah. And then so I joined them, and among them was Kevin Saxby. Shout out. And
Shout out, Kevin.
at a certain point, he hit me up with the idea of branching off and doing, still doing stuff with SPK, but
Right. Having like your own little thing as well.
yeah,
going
starting
to-
our own kind of
Love it.
spin-off. And so that became Absolute Skit Show. Shout out.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is what we're doing on the regular now.
Gotcha. I just want to like I want to go like a little bit back. So you said like you grew up doing acting and you've always like loved movies and shows and stuff like that. So I'm guessing you also like probably like did like theater in high school and Shakespeare and all the classical stuff. Or
Didn't do Shakespeare, but my drama class in high school was kind of a joke, to be honest. But in a way that benefited
it was
me.
inexistent for me. So I mean,
Well, okay, there you go. I got one leg up on you. But for our class, it was basically a guy who would just be like, "Hey guys, have fun, do what you want," and like we would play a few little games, but he did not take it seriously.
interesting.
So anytime there was like a project, like learn a scene and perform it in front of the class, he would say to me like, "Oh, well, you like making movies, so why don't you just make a movie?"
Yeah.
And so then I made a ton of short films in high school.
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, that's amazing.
Thanks to that kind of freedom and
Yep.
got all that practice. So,
Nice.
but yeah, no, I did not get much of I didn't delve into the Shakespeare and didn't really get a theater experience.
Yeah.
Now and then I'll consider like maybe I should try doing theater. Like it's definitely good for the toolkit.
I mean,
as an
it's good for
actor.
acting for sure.
Yeah,
Like it definitely helps you for film and TV. Just be more on your voice and be more natural and
course,
like be more conscious of like what you're doing and like
Yeah.
self-aware of all that good stuff.
But for me and my passions, it's just always been film. Like it's whether acting or writing, directing, etc. It's like just all part of like creating
Yeah.
a film. And so
Right.
theater, I think, would be a great thing to try, but it's it's not
Definitely.
a passion of mine
Absolutely.
as of yet. Yeah.
Love it. So how did the transition happen from I guess like you said like it's just you transitioned into like sketch comedy. So were you like acting for a little while and you wanted to kind of like explore comedy and you like looked into stuff and sketch comedy was the avenue that you guys like how did the transition happen from just regular acting into like comedic acting and /
Right.
sketch and all that?
That's interesting. I think I've always been doing comedy, but I've
Right.
just always been doing everything else too. And then comedy just ended up sort of like rising to the top of the pile.
Yeah,
Of,
yeah.
Of not even my passion. Like personally, like dramatic film making and acting is like my real like passion.
Yeah.
But with probably sprinkles of humor, like kind of like Cohen's or McDonough kind of level,
Right.
sprinkled humor. But
Yeah.
for the sketch comedy, it's just kind of something that's relatively easy to do, like with little means. It's much easier to make a vertical, skit for the internet
100%.
cheaply and effectively than it is to, make a narrative film,
Yep.
of course. So
100%.
it kind of just like came naturally to me, and I was like,
Yep.
once SPK reached out to me, that was my first kind of jump
Nice.
into like
So they kind of like scouted you in a way.
in a way, yeah, because I made a Shits and Giggles short film, which
Yeah.
was a sketch essentially.
Yeah.
And they saw that and they wanted to bring me in, and then it turned into working that muscle like on a
partnership,
weekly
yeah.
basis. Yeah.
Nice. Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna get into the SPK stuff a little bit later in the pod as well. But nice. So did you always like have an agent like for acting? Like from the moment you started like acting professionally, you got yourself an agent. So you were pretty much like aware already like all the headshots and agents and the reels and all that good stuff.
Honestly, man, I had an agent as a kid, and
Right.
then once I broke out of like that cute kid age bracket, it was a long break without an agent.
Okay.
I only got an agent again like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you were really just like focusing on the work that you wanted to do, and then
Yeah.
not really. Okay, I love that. That's amazing.
And I was also doing like background acting, which led to a few credits.
Okay.
So I was, getting them that way, but
Yeah.
only started regularly like auditioning
Right.
over the last couple of years.
Nice, nice. Do you feel like did you feel like rusty a little bit, like going back into the, I guess like since I guess you were still doing it, but I guess like just like that different experience of like, going in the taping room and then you're filming yourself doing that. did you feel like some sort of rust, or like did it just come naturally to you, like since you were already?
Yeah, no rust because of I've been doing it constantly,
Right.
just not taping for
Yeah, just for a different purpose.
different purpose. But
Nice.
it is definitely different, and I do not enjoy it. I don't love
Yeah.
self-taping.
Yeah. You'd much rather go in the room.
Much rather go in the room.
Yeah.
For
Make a
me,
first impression. Yeah.
especially for me, I just do not like wasting other people's time, and I
Right.
hate with self-tapes that I have to like rely on someone to come be my reader and like give me at least
You feel like you're bothering them or something.
even if I'm not, I'm just like I would rather not have
Right.
to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But and yeah, of course, being in the room, just so many more benefits of like,
Yeah.
they can just give you a note on the spot and you
Right.
can be like, okay, yeah, here's that, and then like, oh, okay, yeah, he can do it.
Yeah.
Versus just seeing one version of it and having to decide based on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and if you can
I
do
guess
it in the room, you're only doing it once or twice. If
Yeah.
you're doing it at home, you can do it.
Yeah.
in
I guess
infinite number.
it almost forces you to be a little bit bolder in
Yeah.
the self tape room, in the self taping studio, right? Because since you're not getting that redirect, you
Yeah.
kind of have to hit it, like
Yeah.
really, you kind of have to just hit hard,
Yeah.
right from the beginning. So you have to, make something bold and like, maybe something that you would not go for as a take one, maybe something that you would keep in your back pocket as like, okay, I'm gonna do like a more conservative, safer version.
Right.
And if it's too safe, then I have this bolder, bigger version ready to go. But now like in the taping, and they're like, okay, I mean, should I play conservative? Because most people will play conservative. Maybe I want to go the bolder way. So I guess it forces you to really go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the redirect. But sometimes you do. I recently got a redirect over email, which was funny. Like it never happened. First time in my life where they emailed me like, yes, can you do that this way? I'm like, yeah. So that was interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go back to, not go back. I want to go to the SPK stuff. So you were doing comedy. You said like you pitched like a short to Shits and Giggles. Or,
yeah, just submitted one and it played, and SPK just happened to be there
were
in the
there. They
audience.
saw that. So how did the integration with SPK? Like, did you know what they were like prior to, like, you had no idea who they were? You kind of
I
had
knew
to.
nothing. Yeah, no, that was like my first foray into like even entering kind of like the indie Vancouver community, or instead of just like making shit on my own, posting it straight to YouTube.
Right.
No, so Shits and Giggles was by Joel McCarthy and gang, who also run Run and Gun. So Shits and Giggles is like the
Little baby
sister festival.
Yep.
And you get to, it's supposed to be $250 or less, I believe. You have as much time to make it as you like, as opposed to the 48-hour Run and Gun, which is really nice.
Yep.
And then it just has to be like 4 minutes or less. And
Yep.
they're like very few parameters, and so I just made a skit and submitted it.
Nice.
It played, and then SPK saw it, and then we went for a beer, and they invited me
Love it
to join the team.
And they obviously like walked you through what they did. And did you? I guess you guys must have seen like eye to eye, like in terms of like, the videos you guys were gonna be like doing and stuff like that. And did that like align in your vision of like the comedy that you wanted to do? Like, is this like, were you like, okay, they brought you on board, but you kind of like kept your style, like did like,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, they liked my voice and what I brought to the table, so I didn't really do much. I didn't really change anything stylistically. I just kept doing what I was doing, but now I had a bigger pool of an ensemble to write roles for. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
Nice. No, I love that. I recently like found out about SPK, I think about a year and a half ago. I actually found out about them through Max, Max Jones.
Yep.
Shout out Max.
Shout out.
So Max was telling me, I met Max at was it Shits and Giggles or Run and Gun? One of the festivals, I can't remember. But I met Max and started talking. He's like, oh, because I was looking into comedy as well. I love comedy, something I'm playing with right now as well. So yeah, he's like, hey, you should check out the SPK stuff. And then that was when Max did the what was that festival when you guys did when Max did the movie where he was running after his girlfriend?
That was also Shits and Giggles. That was like
Shits and Giggles. Okay,
the following year. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's when I met Max, and that's when I learned about SPK. And that's when I knew Kevin though before that, because I met Kevin randomly at a acting class.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I met Saxby at an acting class. We didn't really talk in the acting class. It was more of a we had like a very shy group. I would say like it was just not people were not really talking. People were just come do their scene and just kind of leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In my experience, that's sort of kind of what acting classes have been. Like whether even
Right.
if you are
It's not always like that though.
Yeah.
It's not always like that. I'll tell you that because I've tried a lot of different places. Some classes are more mingly than others. But that class, I mean, not to say like Haven is also a good place to train. I just finished like doing a round at Haven, but I think that class in particular, I think we had like maybe one social the entire thing, and that was at the end of the whole thing. But we didn't really like do anything outside of that. But everyone was great in class. Loved them all. They're all my friends and stuff. It's just we didn't do like a lot of like outside activity. But I did meet Kevin in that class. But I did not know he was a comic because he did like a very serious scene in the class. Yeah. But then I saw Kevin again. Anyways, like I was hanging out with Max. I think Max invited me to like a thing, and Kevin was there. I was like, "Oh, how's it going? Been a while." And then we started talking. I was like, "Oh, okay, he does like content and comedy. That's nice. That's good."
Yeah.
And then I kind of So when I saw the film with Max where he was running after his girlfriend, because you were there in the film too, right? Like you were in the beginning of the film.
I made it.
Oh, you made that film?
That's mine. Yeah, I go to her.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I had no idea. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Such a good film.
Thank you.
That's so funny. Wow. Okay. I'm just learning this. I thought it was like like the whole SPK and everyone
No, it was literally just me and I had one guy helping me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Thank you.
It was so fucking funny.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, really good stuff, man. Congrats. That was amazing. I mean, look, it speaks for itself. It won. Like it's just,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I remember, so I saw that, and Max then told me like, oh, about the SPK stuff, and then I saw you, I saw Kevin, and then I saw you guys like starting the skit that you guys started, like the show.
Absolute Skit Show.
Absolute Skit Show.
Shout out.
Is that called ASS or ASS, or how do you guys call it?
Whoa.
No?
No, it is.
Okay, it is. I was like, ASS, is it ass? It
Yeah,
looks like it would call it be ass, yeah.
We call it ass.
Ass. Okay, all right, go.
Absolute
Shout out to
Skit
ass.
Show or ass for short.
Absolute Skit Show, ass. Check it out, guys. It's absolutely amazing and super hilarious.
Dude,
Okay, so let's go to ass for a second. So Kevin called you up. He's like, hey, like let's just do this thing together. So you had like a vision in mind that he wanted to pitch to you, and then you kind of just.
Honestly, it was as simple as we made like a couple of things that were just the two of us and posted it on either his page or on both of our pages.
Right.
And then like they did really well, and
so that was kind of like a proof of concept almost.
Not intentionally, but we just happened to make something, and we made one. It was called Exposition Brothers, where it's just like us playing the characters in the movie who are just like way over explaining their lives to each other. And that one, it just did really well. Like it got a comment from Jim Gaffigan, and we were like, holy shit, like we've
no fucking way,
this reach.
Yes.
I mean, Kevin was already reaching.
Well, Kevin did that because he was already doing creation. Like he was a content creator with comedy, so like he was already.
Of course.
He knew the game a little bit.
Yeah.
But you were new to that, right?
But I was new to that, and so
we
made a few that did well, and we loved working together. We just felt like we were on the same wavelength, and so then one day he called me up saying like he had this idea of starting a new page. Specifically for the two of us to kind of branch off. And we were both kind of like scared at the beginning, it's like,
new venture, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah. And just starting at zero, and it's just like,
it sucks. Yeah.
And Kevin already had such a good following on his page that it was kind of like, well, we already know that you can get access to a good chunk of viewers on your page. So it's like, starting a new one, it's like, what if we waste a good skit on a page with 0 followers, and then no one sees that.
Put it on yours.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So at the beginning it's kind of like iffy, but then we posted a few, and then it just like we had a very strong start. Just like a handful of like the very first ones that we posted just did super well, and we were off to the races.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, like, I'm really fan of the humor style of you guys' video. It's very unique. It's very niche. Sometimes I'm watching like you guys' videos and I'm like, this is funny. Like, it's just like, what was that? What was that video when you were giving him the Wi-Fi password, which was,
Oh yeah, that's for some reason our most popular video. That's
dude, that video was absolutely hilarious because
Thank you.
obviously you played it really well, like in a very
Thank you.
naturalistic way, but you were actually giving him the password. So like, like stuff like that, where like, it's very relatable, right? But also, okay, I think the best way I could describe this is that you guys produce these humoristic videos that people don't quite, you don't want the audience to know what's happening, but then you're like, oh, this is where it's going.
we like our
You know what I'm
twists,
saying? Like,
I guess. Yeah.
yeah. It's just,
What's funny is like honestly, we do not put any like
Yeah.
thought into like what our brand of humor is necessarily.
But
We
it's
just
like-
kind of do what we do. So it's like kind of
Really?
interesting to even like pick apart in that sense. It's not like we go, okay, so we got to have a twist.
Yeah.
We got to make sure it's just like
yeah.
totally case by case basis, like where the idea comes from.
That's even more amazing that you're saying that because like I've watched a couple of your videos and obviously like I follow the page and all, like I'm a big fan. So there's like definitely like a style, like like in the type of like the comedic beats and the timing and stuff like that. It's very unique. Like it's not, and I've seen like other comedy pages like on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. And sometimes people like they do themes and they do like a funny scenario or like a funny scene that the lines are funny, but I don't know, you guys approach this in a very, very unique way that I really, really like. It's good.
Thank you.
And clearly it's working because the videos are speaking for themselves.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, I love that. So just to go back on the process a little bit of like, because I'm also trying to get into sketch comedy. I just love sketch
yeah.
comedy. Like learning as well. I'm actually taking Steve Martin's masterclass.
Oh, right on.
Yes, I love Steve Martin's. And
Amazing. Well, real quick, just
yeah.
a tiny little
Yeah.
soft flex. Not even really, but the one skit on Kevin's page
Yeah.
that he made
Yeah.
with me and a couple other guys.
Yeah.
It just like blew the hell up.
Right.
And Steve Martin liked it on Instagram. And we were
No
like,
fucking way.
holy cow.
Steve Martin likes
Steve
it.
Martin. And honestly,
Damn.
stuff like that is really like
Crazy.
such a huge
Yeah.
motivator to like keep going. It's like to
Yeah.
know that there's even a chance that like
Yeah.
someone like that out there, like a hero of
That's
mine who like I've
a
read all
legend.
his books and like seen so many of his movies since I was a kid. Like,
Literally.
just to know that
Yeah.
someone like that could even get their eyes on it, which is like such an amazing part of
It must
Instagram
be like-
and just like the internet in general these
Yeah.
days. Is that like the algorithm is so unpredictable, which is
You don't
can
know,
be
yeah.
super annoying sometimes, but
yeah.
other times it can just be.
You can never like,
super
you it's
helpful.
like, oh, this video went viral. Let's try to replicate
Yeah.
this. Let's try to do something similar.
Yeah.
But then you do it and then nope, it doesn't go viral.
Yeah.
It's just like, you don't know how it works. It's just,
Yeah. So sometimes we're like, this is one of our best skits. This is gonna go.
Yeah, you're
viral.
gonna have to
And
accept it, yeah. you
Yeah.
can't top it.
And then like that
You-
one I just mentioned, like
Yeah.
that Steve Martin saw.
Yeah.
That was like in between skits. He was like, let's just do something for my page. Throw this together real
Fuck
quick,
it, yeah.
shoot it on a phone.
Yeah.
And then takes
Right.
takes off.
Yeah,
entirely,
yeah.
way beyond our expectations.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah, you
I
just
love
never
it.
know.
I love it. Nice. I love this. So the reason why I was saying this is I actually have a very clear idea in mind I want to do for the sketch comedy I had in mind. I think it's something that's never been done before, and it's very, very original. We'll talk about that later. But I want to, walk us through the process of how you guys like build a video. Like I know like we kind of like touched on that on what was it? When I met you, like what was that? The Sketchfest.
Sketchfest, right? Yeah.
Sketchfest.
SPK Sketchfest.
SPK
Shout out.
Sketchfest. Yes, shout out to that. Walk us through like the production process. I guess like I know you, like, do you guys like spend a lot of time scripting? Like how is it fully scripted? Like there's a lot of improv in there. Like how does it really? Do you
It's
guys
always scripted.
like A to Z? Like everything you guys say, like every single word is scripted.
Yeah, I mean but then we might like do a take where
Get loose and try something.
but yeah, like just kind of like a different variation on that line. But
Gotcha, yeah.
honestly, our process is very like straightforward and kind of mechanical. Like
Yeah,
one of us writes a skit,
yeah,
sends it to the other one.
right.
That guy either
Approves
goes nice or what if we change the ending, whatever. And then we get together on Tuesdays and we shoot it on my Black Magic vertically.
Okay, love it.
And it's literally just like us taking turns filming each other. Like,
Wow.
some people are just like,
That's amazing.
a few people have said to us like, you guys have like such great chemistry on camera.
You
And we're
do,
like,
like, you
it's just funny to think because our
You're not looking at
chemistry
each
is
other,
just
yeah.
like, me staring at a spot, saying a line over and over again, and then
It's Kevin doing the same thing.
yeah. And we do go line by line. We do not like go through the whole skit. We don't memorize our lines.
Okay.
We just like
Line by line. Okay.
line by line, give it a few different deliveries, and then
Okay.
back when we first started, whoever wrote the skit would edit it.
Yeah.
Now we edit together, which is super fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we can just like land the beats
Nice.
together in the moment instead of like sending
sure.
a cut and then
sure.
giving notes or whatever. It's
And
more
also
fun,
like editing for comedy is very different than editing just for like drama because you gotta.
Big time,
It's like a timing thing,
yeah.
right? So you gotta time it well. So like the humor shows, the humor lands, the jokes land, right? So
Every single cut in our edits now is like us going like, I think you should lose one frame. Okay, yeah, let's see you one frame longer, like literally one frame out of 24 a second that we're just like, and it makes such a difference sometimes.
huge difference.
Amazing, yeah.
Yes, it's all in the timing. Yeah. It's crazy how specific it can get. I mean, for anyone who's watching and like it's just Kevin and Ryan, they're doing this by themselves, 2-man show on a cell phone, taking turns filming each other. I mean, like it doesn't get more low budget, more like
we do use my Black Magic
Black
Pocket 6K cinema camera, but you totally can do it on a phone. Honestly, on that subject, actually, before I say this real quick, I should say sometimes we do have a camera person. If we're both in the shot, and it's not tripoded, obviously we need help.
Yeah.
And my partner Karina Jessen, shout out, helps us a lot, so she's great.
Shout out to Karina,
or whoever else who's around from SBK and whatnot.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it is usually just us. But I was gonna say, to anyone who does want to try making sketch comedy, I do recommend that you shoot it on a phone instead of what we do because it's just like heavier and like.
So what is that Black Magic thing? I've never heard of that. Like, what is that a specific like a camera that?
I'm not the techiest of guys.
Right.
Like Karina's friend was selling this camera, and Karina told me like this is a very good deal on a very nice camera for shooting low key stuff without needing much lighting equipment. It's just it's heavier than a phone, but it's not that much heft to it.
Right.
But anyway, like the fact that we have to like turn this kind of big camera sideways with a mic attached to it on top, and like we usually have like a cine saddle with our shoulders kind of like squished together, trying to like hold it up to not shake too much,
right?
Because we do not have the equipment. We're just as cheap and simple as possible. But if we were shooting with a phone, it would be just so much easier to just like do, first of all, like unique shots without, you don't have to rack focus if you like want to do one of these or whatever, but because if we do that, then it's like we're trying to like hold this thing up and rack focus, and we're not
not trying to do
ACs. We're not focus pullers. We don't know what we're doing. So,
right.
I do recommend using a phone, but we don't.
Amazing. No, I mean, phone is all you really need to, like when I started like doing YouTube videos, I started with a phone. Like that got me, got me through for a couple weeks. And then, slowly when you start to get comfortable with the thing, you start to upgrade your gear or not, everyone has like their own pace with the thing. Beautiful, man. That's amazing. That's so inspirational. The whole skit show that you guys started. And the fact that it's doing so well. I mean, look, like when I heard stuff about like Steve Martin, like liked your page, and apparently like Steve Carell was gonna show up to the sketch fest. I heard like
that was bullshit. That was not.
Oh, okay. That was just like I believed it. Was like, oh,
that
man.
Sounds like a Phil.
That's the reason why I came. I was like, where's Steve Carell? Like,
Frank. Shout out Phil Zavanovich. He likes to.
Fuck, man. Really good marketing. That works.
No, that was not gonna happen. But that would be cool. That'd be very cool.
Well, yeah. I mean. Never know, man. Never say never, right?
Never say never.
That's what they say. Never say never. You never know. If he's around shooting something like, oh, you know what? So we're going to a stand-up comedy show tonight. Let me go to that sketch fest, whatever they have going on.
Never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have had a few different like comedians engage, which has always been such a nice boost for sure.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Great. So I want to take things back to acting for a bit. So. Do you like? I know, like comedy is obviously like you what you like the most, but
Definitely not. But it is what I'm doing the most currently.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You'd rather do drama?
Yeah.
Interesting. Really?
Especially right now because I'm just so like flooded with the comedy and it's become
Right.
such like an every week like, oh,
Interesting.
time to write some more comedy. You know, it's like it kind of the tank does seem to be
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
low sometimes, but
Right.
yeah, no, my passion is just like film in general, and I love a good comedy, but
Yeah.
you know, my favorite films are dramatic for the most part.
Nice.
And,
What are those films? What is your favorite film?
oh man, well, I'm obsessed with like everything made by like Paul Thomas Anderson and
Oh, okay.
yeah, Tarantino, Coen Brothers, Scorsese, you know, all the basics. But
Nice.
I could talk all day
James
about all the
Cameron,
movies
yeah.
I love. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, but like when I was a kid, all I would do was like go home and watch like 3 movies after school. Like I was
Oh, wow.
full on film nerd as a
Damn.
kid.
Okay.
Which
Love it.
thankfully that's slowed down a lot now. I'm doing more
Yeah.
doing than watching, but that was
That's good, yeah.
good homework at a young age.
I mean, no, you must have learned a lot just like watching, right?
Yeah,
That's just
absolutely.
off of watching.
Yeah.
Um,
But comedy is something that's kind of just come a bit more naturally to me. And like I was saying before, it's just like easier to do on a practical level.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Yeah.
I don't need,
to think.
I just don't need
Yeah.
like a big budget or a big crew to just
Got
make
it.
something simple that'll get you in and out with a laugh, easy breezy,
Right.
you know?
Nice. So I guess like for someone who's like for anyone who's watching wants to get into comedy, like how do you? Because obviously, like, we hear like different things about comedy, like the what is it called? The 3-act structure, and then comedy comes in threes, and comedies come from truth, and all that good stuff. What are some like rules of thumb, I guess, that some non-negotiators, I guess, when it comes to comedy? How do you get the laugh, I guess? Like if someone's trying to put a video together to hopefully entertain some people, like how would like someone approach a comedy scene, I guess, like a comedy sketch?
Oh man.
How do you do that? Yeah.
I do not know.
You don't know?
I don't know the answer to that
Yeah.
question. Honestly, like if you were to like show me like a specific
Yeah.
sketch or something and like
Yeah.
I could break it down and
Yeah.
but it's totally case by case, I think. Like
Right.
if it were that easy of a formula,
Right.
everyone would just do it, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean I really don't know
Yeah.
how to answer that question, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, no, as you said, like, if someone, you've been doing this for a while, so it's almost like second nature.
I guess so, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess like, I think it's fair to say that the more comedy you watch, the better you'll get at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I guess if you watch Friends, there's no way you will get worse at comedy. Like,
Actually, here's my answer to that question. Is
Right.
To get the laugh, make sure that you are laughing. Make yourself laugh.
you need to have fun. Yeah.
You gotta like make sure that you are writing something that is funny to you and not what you think other people will find funny.
Right.
If you think it's funny,
Most likely people will
you're the
find it.
most important audience, and that's like
Yeah.
my MO for sure. Is like make sure that you yourself would, if you saw that skit, you would find it funny.
Yeah.
Odds are, if that's the case, someone else will find it too.
Yeah. Not
Or
everyone, but
perhaps millions. You never know.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I think that's the most important thing, is to not kind of look at it as like this formula that you have to follow.
Gotcha.
Not watch other comedy and go, okay, well that works for them, so that's gonna work for me. Maybe not, if it's not naturally.
Everyone is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if that's not your natural sense of humor, if it's not what you naturally bring to the table, then you
Not gonna
could
work.
probably do the exact same script, same shots. Everything is like another comedy duo or comedian, whatever.
Right.
And it wouldn't land. So
Yeah. Yeah.
just make sure that it's true to you.
Yeah.
That's what my answer would be.
Okay, speaking about that, this guy kind of gave me an idea. Have you ever like wrote something or did something that you thought would be funny, and you broadcasted it to the audience, the people, or certain whatever, and it didn't land? Like, have you ever like been in a position where it didn't work? Where you thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be great, and then you go on stage, or like you put it to the world, you do a video, and it doesn't quite land with the people. Like, have you ever like, oh fuck, maybe it made you like re-question, like, oh, like, did I do this right? Was it my performance? You know what I mean?
Man, it feels like impossible to avoid sounding arrogant by saying no, I guess. But truly, I think
Yeah.
maybe to the point that I just made,
Yeah.
as
Did
long
you have any
as
failures? I guess that's the bottom line.
I think that as long as
Yeah.
I think it's funny,
Yeah.
to me that means it works. And
Usually,
so
yeah.
usually, and I won't put something out there if I don't. So basically,
Yeah. If you don't,
and,
if
you
you think
know,
it's funny, yeah.
we've like so far, like Kevin and I on Ass, we've made 60 something, 68 or something
Amazing.
skits for the
Wow.
page,
Great.
plus one skit that we didn't post. So far, there's only been one that we've shot, and then we've been like, I don't know.
Not sure if it's
I don't know if it's working for me. But
Interesting.
otherwise, if it works for
So it
us,
seemed good in this, like when you guys like scripted it out, but then when you shot it, the end product didn't quite.
yeah, it was a bit too
Choppy or
niche of a premise, I think. And then honestly, like I edited most of it, and I thought like it's okay. Like it wasn't bad, but we were just like it's not hitting for us, so
Right.
let's just like save it because we know we can.
But
do
it's
better.
still there.
It's not posted. No,
It's not
we
posted,
didn't,
but it's sitting somewhere.
I don't even know. We might have deleted it at this point. It might be gone. But yeah, again, I just think it.
Nice.
I think that I am lucky that I kind of have an objective opinion, which there's no such thing in art. But I can like watch myself, and I can watch things that I've made, and I can have an opinion on it. And instead, because I know a lot of people like just can't even watch themselves, and they like they get whatever it is, they watch it, and they like they just see the process, and they can't really feel the effect of it.
Yep.
And so it's like so hard to judge whether it's going to work for others. But I think Kevin and I both just like know what works for us so well, and what we make each other laugh. So if we make something and one of us laughs, then we're like, okay, that's funny.
Great. Yeah. And you guys like have like a very similar sense of humor, like in the sense like you guys laugh at the same things, and you guys like have very similar triggers like for the humor, I guess, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
I would say for the most part.
For the most part, yeah, enough that we've made this partnership and made it work.
Clearly,
we've definitely had like small disagreements about things, but like
nothing major.
Absolutely nothing where it's like I'm putting my foot down. It's just like
well, cancel the video. You said this. I don't think it's funny. We're canceling it. Like
there's literally never been like I think it's funny and I don't think it's funny. It's always been like, well, I think it would be funnier if we did this.
Yes,
versus
it's always like
funnier
positive
if we did
feedback.
that. Yeah.
Rather than like, hey, like like this is not good. Just always like positive feedback.
Yeah.
Something to work with rather than be like, oh no, this is shit. It's not good. This is not constructive, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. This is good, man. This is really, really good. Now, as far as like things that makes you laugh, right? What do you usually find like when you watch something like a comedy video or like SNL or whatever? What are like is it like dry humor that really gets you, or is it like over the top humor? Like what really gets you? What really speaks to you that makes you laugh?
It's all over the map.
It really
sure.
like everything is different.
I will say I am part of the largely growing club of Tim Robinson fans.
Okay.
And like all of my like longer sketches, because on my page, separate from Ass, I have like some 4 to 5 minute kind of long sketches instead of we usually do like 1 minute.
Yeah.
But those are pretty much all heavily influenced by Tim Robinson humor, and I love what he does with just the basis of an extremely insecure character who just like digs their hole deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
And also that is like a very heightened absurdity.
Nice.
And then I also love, like you said, very dry humor.
It's really
And I've always like really wanted to try doing stand up, but I've never.
That's something I want to get into as well.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary. I mean, Kevin's obviously done that for
yes,
a while.
of course, and Kevin's great. But
he's
personally, like I love stand-up comedy, and there's so many comedians that I love, but they're again are so all over the spectrum that I have no idea what my stand-up comedy voice would be, because sketch comedy is so different. It does not translate to the
it's not
to the
nearly
stage
any
in the
close.
same way.
Yeah. I think like I'm also like more into sketch comedy than stand-up. I feel like I would enjoy stand-up, but there's something about sketch comedy that really, I mean, like stand-up is nice. It's just like, you go on stage and you say something, unless you're filming it, it's gone.
Right.
You say it one more time, people laugh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Sketch comedy, it's always there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that too.
I think this is kind of the fact that you can archive this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that you can't do that with stand-up. If you're filming your stand-up comedies, you can also do that too. But I think there's more benefits from sketch that, the fact that you can just film this and you can obviously reach more people.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Stand up is just a very,
You can reach more people earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's unlikely that you're going to go to an open mic, someone will film it, and then it's going to blow up or whatever. But you can be anyone with a phone and
Literally
have a massive reach on the
Yeah.
internet for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
So is stand-up something that you want to try in the future?
I definitely do want to
Yes.
try it.
Is that like
I
a
just
fear that we want to face, or?
Yeah. Well, again, it's just that thing of like not really knowing what me doing stand-up would look like. Like I don't
Throwing yourself to the wolves, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just mean like as far as like my voice, like I don't know what my style of humor would be on stage.
Right, yeah.
But it is something I want to do.
Yeah.
At some point.
No, yeah. I mean, Kevin, would be the right person to ask for this. Like he's been there, so.
Yeah, and he's great. He might be
He's
done
killing
with
it.
it,
Yeah.
But it would be great to see him back on stage because he's
He's phenomenal.
got very.
I didn't meet
for sure.
I didn't know Kevin when he was doing stand up, but I think I've seen some of his videos that he posted. And yeah, he's hilarious. I mean, Kevin's hilarious.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, like when I met him in class, he had like a very serious scene.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was a funny guy, but he's hilarious. Yeah.
He and I did an acting class together recently where we did a scene from Challengers together.
Okay.
Challengers, like the scene where they're in the sauna and
Oh really?
really
The
facing
sauna
off.
scene?
Yeah. Like really tense dynamic underneath it, and
Nice.
it was really interesting to do that together. Because,
For what studio was that for?
we were at East Van coaching.
East Van Coach. Oh, with Maya and
Maya,
the other guy.
yeah.
Oh, Maya's great. I love Maya. She's so great.
Yeah, she's great.
Shout out to
Shout
East
out.
Van and Maya. Yeah. Right on, man. Right on. So yeah, let's go back to acting because I was like, I know we kind of like sidetracked with the comedy stuff. So I guess like you got back into auditioning professionally, like with with an agent and stuff. So I guess like what's really the end game here? Like, are you trying to diverge from the comedy stuff and focus more on like film and TV audition and landing more or bigger roles on TV and film? Like where are we going here? Like what's the
Definitely long term, that is the goal. Like I love what we're doing now, but
Yeah.
I am hoping it's kind of like a launch pad more than like
right? So you don't think you're gonna be like doing this whole ass thing forever? Like it's gonna come to
not
an end?
forever, no. But
Yeah.
it's something to do while everything else is slow.
Right.
The industry is really slow right now. And,
Yeah.
And I'm not that far along in the process of making a name for myself to kind of get the kind of roles that I would love to be getting. But so in the meantime, keeps us busy, keeps us creatively active, keeps us acting every week, and is fun and people love it. And no reason to stop anytime soon.
Oh no, absolutely not. No, people are loving it. If anything, if you guys stop, like a lot of people are like, yo, where are these guys?
Yeah.
What happened to your ass?
Yeah. Where's my ass?
Where's my ass?
No. But I know I just would love to be writing, directing, and acting in
Nice.
Specifically feature films would be
Amazing.
the dream.
Nice. So I'm learning for the first time that you did that movie with Max and the running after your girlfriend thing, which so good. Have you written or done anything, produced something after that one? Or was that the latest one that you've done, or is there anything in the works right now that you're working on?
I mean, I've made a ton of stuff, but
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, well, I like that would be among, I'd say, like 11 of like sketches
Okay.
like that I've made in that sort of time
Nice.
duration
Yeah.
over the last couple of years. Well, after that, I made the third person for Run and Gun. With Kevin. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep. The one that you guys were. Which one it was again?
It says running around the forest.
Yes,
like,
yes, that one. Yeah.
Making fun of found footage
Yeah,
movies.
yeah,
Anyway, and that one won as well, so that was
Nice.
awesome. And then
Yeah.
I've been writing a feature film for someone else to direct.
Yeah.
Which maybe I don't know how much I can disclose on that at the moment. I don't know.
No worries, whatever you can
But
say.
yeah, I've written a handful of features, and I do not have anything like greenlit to make at the moment. But you know, I'll get there.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no, I mean, you'll get there 100%.
And if likelier than getting there by being like greenlit, I'm probably just gonna make something. I'm probably just gonna put a few grand in and make a super small feature film at some point.
Nice.
Do
Do
I
you
wanna
see
get that
yourself doing like a full-on comedy film, comedy, movie, like an actual long form, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Is that something that is on the table or?
No, I don't see that happening. No.
Really?
I would make like a, you know, a dark comedy or a dramedy. Like I would do something involving comedy, but
Right.
I would not. I mean,
Nothing
never
like
say
super
never.
bad style or anything like that.
No, I think like if I were to make a feature length comedy, I think I would want it to be like airplane style. I'd want to be like throwing as much at the wall and seeing what sticks, like joke, 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 like absurd, you know, like
Gotcha.
the kind of thing we do on Ask, like just absurd,
Yeah.
heightened comedy.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, you know, do something designed to get laughs,
Yeah.
that's what I would want to do. But that's not really my passion. I'd
Right.
much rather like tell a more grounded kind of story that has natural humor interwoven.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something more relatable, I guess, to people too. Like just something that people, you know, would probably go through rather than just like being goofy and saying jokes, which is nice too. You know, like they both have their perks.
Totally.
Love it, love it, love it. So you said that, you know, the goal is really to try to break into the, you know, get these bigger roles and go for drama stuff. And whatever you have going on is just kind of like for the meantime. Now, let's say like the opportunity would arise where you do land something big on a show or a movie and, you know, it's like a comic, right? Like comedic character. Like, would you take that on or like, would you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in a position to be turning things down at the moment.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, I would.
I love it, love it, love it, love it. That's great, man. That's great. So what's your schedule right now? Like, I mean, I know you guys are you're busy with the comedy stuff. How much of your schedule is auditioning? And I don't like it's not super booming right now, but
Yeah, currently.
paint us a picture of like your schedule. Like, do you have like other side jobs, or is just really it, or what's?
No, well, I do background
Cool.
once in a while when they hit me up.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's easy to just show up and hang out on set in
Yeah.
holding. You know, you can write, you can read, you can do whatever, and just make a few bucks on the side.
Yeah.
And again, like that has actually even led to getting a few roles.
Great sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the
So
time, but it does happen.
there's always like the potential of that. So and
Yeah.
it's just cool to like be on sets. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I do recommend.
Connections, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I do recommend like people try it who are trying to get into the industry. It's just like it's I mean it's not even a job. It's so
Right.
fucking easy. For the
Yeah,
most
it's
part.
nothing. The only
but-
thing I have with backgrounds, I mean, again, like I heard like mixed reviews about this, but I'd be interested to know your take on this. But some people told me that if you do too much background, you will get labeled into this. Oh, okay, this is Ryan. Like, you know, he's been doing background for 10. You know, he's been on so many shows. Like, it's almost like they can't see you otherwise. As a, you know, this is why I'm scared of like doing too much background. I don't want to fall into this category where I'm like labeled as a background actor. So whenever I go for like a principal one, they almost can't see you that way because you've been backgrounding too much. You know what I'm saying?
I believe, and like this is what my agents say as well. But
Yeah.
you know, this is like a controversial subject in a way.
Right.
There are definitely strong opinions on both sides. I think that that's essentially a myth because the background casting and the principal casting are not the same person. They're not going to be like, oh, this guy is always doing background. Like, what are the odds that they're actually going to be like, oh, I've seen this guy in the background of a ton of shows.
Right.
Especially if
If anything, you left a good impression for them to remember.
there you go.
Yeah.
But I think that
Yeah.
if you're, you know, submitting an audition that is exactly what they're looking for, I can't imagine that they'd be. First of all, I can't imagine that it's likely they would even know that you do background regularly.
Right. Yeah.
And if they did, I can't imagine they'd be like, oh yeah, no, he belongs in the back. Like, get him out of there. I don't think that'll happen.
Right.
So I think it's a myth.
You're right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Again, like I heard like mixed reviews. Obviously, like there are some people who are on this side, some people who are on the other side. I'm kind of in the middle. I think I'm not too sure what to think. I'm at this point. I'm like, I think it's a bit too much to really think that they would go to these lengths. I guess, but
And you know, like again, I've gotten in the first couple of years of doing background, I ended up with like 3 credits on my resume.
Yeah.
That I would not be there if not
yeah,
for
and they
doing
were like
background.
like act roles and principal, like they were like credited like as
Yeah,
such.
not
and
principal, but yeah, small actor roles. You know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're going to set thing. You're just doing background. Next thing you know, you're upgraded into like an actor role.
Yeah, well, that's how the first one happened. The
Yeah.
other 2 were like, you know, just honestly, one of them was just
Yeah.
I think it was a ULB feature that at the time they were counting
Yeah.
as toward credits. I don't think they do anymore.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was so weird. My background agent just said, "Hey, I got you a part in a movie with lines. Here you go." And I was like, "What? Don't I have to audition or anything?" He's like, "Yeah, I told them you were good," and that got me a credit.
Yeah.
And then the
I
third
sent
one
them your
was
Instagram and they saw your clips and like, yep.
yeah,
He's good to go.
This was before that even, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how we pulled that one, but cheers. And the third one was just on Riverdale. Like they
Nice.
submitted me, and it just happened to kind of
Nice.
it entailed more than a typical background role, so they called it an actor role.
Wow.
But the first one, yeah, I just showed up to set like any other day, kind of a shitty day to start out, and
Yeah.
then out of nowhere, I overheard the producer and director like talking to a small group of other background,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, so one of our actors got COVID and isn't gonna show up today, so we're gonna like audition you guys on the spot, and one of you is gonna be in the show." And then I
Are
overheard
you
that, and I was
kidding
like, excuse me, could I be included in that?" And they're like, "Do you want to?" I'm like, "Yes, please." "Yeah, sure." And then we like all
What?
went into a room one by one. and,
Auditioning on the spot, on the fly?
yeah, that was crazy. And then
Whoa, bro. That's
we
insane.
go audition,
That's
and then
so
we
funny.
come back out, and then like half an hour goes by and nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, someone else got it or whatever. I'm even being placed on set as background. I'm like,
Right.
okay, so it's not me. And then out of nowhere, the director like kind of taps me on the shoulder and says, "Ryan, want to step in here for a sec?" And then we did like a callback on the spot. Still didn't have it officially, but we just do it again. And then I go back to set, and
That's so funny, bro.
for the next 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, now I know. If I didn't get it, it's because I just fucked it up right now.
Yeah,
On that callback.
on
So
that
like,
callback.
that was a tough 5 minutes. But then, sure enough, he came back and was like, "Welcome to the cast." That was an
That's
amazing day.
so funny, man. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
They say like that. That's what people hope will happen, and it never happens. And
Yeah, I
just
mean,
got
there's no
extremely
guarantees,
lucky.
you know, like just don't think like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna be like a background actor now. I'm like, all right, it's just a matter of time before I get upgraded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just might not happen, right? It's just it's a hit or miss, but if you got lucky, if anything.
Yeah,
But,
don't go into background
thinking.
expecting that to
No,
happen.
no,
but
absolutely not.
I got incredibly lucky. That was also like only 4 months in.
Yeah,
to doing background.
crazy. Wow.
For me, yeah.
That's definitely like one of the funny stories I've heard as far as like background acting. I've heard of like upgrades happening on set, you know, on the spot, but
Yeah.
with auditioning callback,
Yeah,
it's like
Yeah,
that's
it
fucking
was nuts.
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
wild.
I mean, like since we're on that topic already, like do you recall like any other moment on set where something like I guess like memorable, funny, embarrassing, something that really stuck to you that you still remember today, like or even like not even on set, like even like when you were doing like a skit, something went wrong, you're like, oh fuck, like how are we gonna fix this? Or there's something really memorable that you might want to share with us that people don't know or something. Experiences on sets are usually like the best.
Yeah, man.
First time sometimes.
I'm
Usually good.
I'm sort of blanking right now,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It's okay if nothing comes to you.
Like, yeah, I could take a couple minutes and like look through my history of what I've been
no,
on. And,
it's not a biggie.
and
It's
you
not a
can cut
biggie.
that out if you want. But yeah, no. Right now, I'm just trying to think.
I mean, that story already, like with the whole background stuff, the callback and the audition, that's already pretty good. That's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, I've got a funny one that comes to mind. Okay.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, I was I don't know how funny this is. Okay, yeah, I was on at the time it was called Straight Man. They called it Lucky Hank, I think. It was with Bob Odenkirk,
Nice.
and it was directed by Academy Award winner Peter Farrelly.
Yep.
And he who made like Dumb and Dumber and stuff, but he won his Oscars for Green Book.
Oh yeah. That's phenomenal. Yeah.
Anyway.
I actually met the guy, the director.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah. So
yeah.
so I was just kind of like, oh cool, like Oscar-winning director Bob Odenkirk. This is
Yeah.
fun. The day was we were just all in the bleachers watching like a lacrosse game or something like that.
Yeah.
And the AD kept on calling out to everyone like, more energy, guys, more energy. We need more energy.
Right.
And so they say it, I do it. And so I
That's what you're
was
supposed to do. Yeah.
I upped the energy, and then it kept happening take after take. And like he was like even looking me in the eye, like walking around to everyone. Like everyone around me, I guess, was not giving energy, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to overcompensate.
Yeah.
And so he would say like, more energy. I'm like, okay, I'll give you more energy.
Got it, man. Like
And then at a certain point, it was too much energy. I knew it, but I was just like,
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do what you tell me.
Yeah.
And in the middle of a take,
Yeah.
between Bob Odenkirk and
Right.
and another actor, Farrelly says cut, or like comes out in the middle of a take
Yeah.
and points me out. He's like, you're overdoing it. And I was like,
Oh.
I know.
I know. He told me to like, you know, up the acting. Like,
But you know what? I just took it as I went home and said
Took
to
it like a
myself,
man.
you know what? I received a note from an Academy Award winning filmmaker.
Yes.
And that's how I'm gonna look at it.
took one for the team, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, that was embarrassing, obviously. In like a sea of
Yeah.
background on the bleachers. I was
So hold on. He said he came to you. He came to you. He said like, "Hey, you're overdoing it."
And he
Did
didn't
he-
come to me. He just like stood at the bottom and pointed to me and called out in front of.
He said
100
you, not
extras.
Ryan. He said you.
You're overdoing it. That's what he said.
Okay. Did he give you another chance to underdo it? Or like, what did?
Oh yeah, we
Okay, you made it work.
we rolled again,
Okay.
but I still
Oh, I thought it was like, okay, you overdo it. You're out. Like,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Okay.
that would have been
Not-
that would have been more traumatic.
Yes.
But it was still not ideal. But again, I reframed it in my mind. And
Right.
Hey, talk to
Right.
me.
Yeah. Split the difference or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. So who said up the energy? Was it the AD you said? Okay, it's funny because like they're usually it's not. I mean, usually it's the director who comes and do that.
No,
kind
it's
of stuff.
the AD is the one talking to the extras. Usually, it's actually.
Oh yeah, because you were next on
second
that. Yeah,
AD,
that makes
but
sense. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I thought you were on set, so got mixed up for a second.
Yeah, no, that's just a background story.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Nice. Amazing. All right. Before we wrap this up, man, that was a phenomenal episode. That was so funny and so educational for sure. Is there anything that you're working on right now? Again, I know that we kind of touched on that. It doesn't have to be like comedy or acting related. It could be something that just Ryan is working on. I don't know if you're trying a new sport, anything that you want to share with us as far as like projects, maybe like New Year's resolution, something you want to achieve this year, anything you want to maybe just share and stuff before we wrap this up.
It's really just as far as what's definitely continuing steadily is Absolute Skit Show.
Yep.
And Ryan Jam Cinema is my own page.
Yes.
Just
check it
making
out.
stuff
Ryan Cinema.
for
Yep.
those. And nothing else official on the docket yet, but I'll be sure to
Nice.
let everyone know when I got
For sure.
something
Keep us
going on.
posted. And,
Yes, sir.
we'll make sure to catch all the videos with Absolute Skit Show. They're absolutely phenomenal. But man, such an honor to have you on the pod. Thanks for coming, dude. That was amazing. And
Cheers, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Good time.
Yeah.
I can't believe an hour's already passed.
Yes. Time flies, man. Time flies when you have
Thanks,
fun. Thanks again, guys, for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode and take care.